Here we have two plates. One side is positively charged and the other side is negatively charged. So our electric field lines go from positive to negative, away from positive towards negative. So this is our electric field, and it is a uniform electric field. So because we have positive on here, so this is our higher potential. This is our higher potential side, and the left is our lower potential side. This is not the higher potential energy, this is just the higher potential side and the lower potential side. So what if we have, let's say, point A, okay, let's say point A, and then we put some positively charged particle at rest. So we put a positive charge here. So we have point A. We have a positive charge at rest. So we just leave it there. So that means our velocity of this particle is 0 meters per second at this location. And then we release it. Now let's look at what's happening to this particle. So once we release this particle, it wants to go to the negative side. So when it's going to the negative side, so let's say we have a point B here. So when point A is moving to the left, it's going to pick up speed because it is starting with at rest. So after release, what we have, so after release, positive charge will move towards the left plate, the negative plate. So what is happening to the velocity? So velocity is increasing here. So if you remember our kinetic energy is 1/2 mv squared. So what is happening to the kinetic energy? So right here we have our kinetic energy that is 0, and now our kinetic energy is increasing as it moves from A to B. So conservation of energy tells us that kinetic energy plus potential energy is a constant. So what that means is if kinetic energy is going to go up, then potential energy has to go down, because when you add the two values, it equals a constant value. So what's happening here then is that we have kinetic energy moving up, which means our potential energy is going to go down. So when we are moving from A to B, we have a positive charge here. What we have here is kinetic energy, which is 0 because it started at rest, and then we have kinetic energy that increased here, and then potential energy decreased. So we had some kind of potential energy here, and when it moved from A to B, it decreased the potential energy. In this case, we are going from A to B, positive charge, moving from a higher V to a lower V. And our kinetic energy started with 0 because we are saying that the charge is at rest, and the velocity increased because it is going towards the towards the negative plate. So when it's moving towards the negative plate, it picks up speed here, and then that means our kinetic energy is increasing. If kinetic energy is increasing, that means our potential energy is decreasing.